What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Kevin Jankowitz, and this is the Kaged review. And I actually haven't done any reviews for a while. So I finally got my ass out to go see Joker. You've already heard a lot of talk about this movie, I am sure. You've probably seen a lot of reviews already, and pretty much there is nothing that I can add that hasn't already been said. But I'll give you my take on it as I saw it. So, first of all, you have to understand, if you're expecting to go into a comic book movie, kind of the traditional comic book movie that we know today, this is not it. This is a character study. This is watching the descent into madness. And it really, truly does break that down very, very well. This movie is going to be made or broken by the performance of whoever played the Joker. And Joaquin Phoenix absolutely killed it, man. From the very opening couple of scenes, it's disturbing and haunting, and the way he controls his emotions and his facial inflections, which was a huge part of playing this character, it just sold the torment that this guy has in him. And it was really, really an amazing performance. I was blown away. And thankfully, like 90% of this movie or more is Joaquin Phoenix. He's in almost every frame of this movie, and I think he is masterfully created this character, and not one moment of weakness in this performance all the way through. It was honestly kind of astonishing. So this is a non-spoiler review, so I'm not going to get too far into it, but I will say that this is a man who has an affliction that whenever he gets nervous or in a tense situation, he has this uncontrollable laughter. And one of the things that I really loved about, again, Joaquin's performance, the little nuances that he adds, is like, you can tell that this laughter isn't fun. It's painful, and he shows that. And it's again, another layer of how disturbing it is. And then you see this guy who has this affliction. He is getting messed with a lot from people, society in general. He's always the odd man out. He's always being messed with, and sometimes very physically. And you start to see how that affects his personality even more. You have this guy who has this affliction. He has mental health issues. And now he has all of this stuff happening to him. And it creates a snowball effect. And it just becomes very deep, very heart-wrenching in ways, which is not something I expected, but also something that makes you think when you leave the theater. I'll be honest, I saw it yesterday and I'm still thinking heavily about it, because there's a lot to take in there. There's a lot that it talks about society, and it talks a lot clearly about mental health issues, and it's very open-ended, which is something I loved about this movie. They didn't tell you to feel this way, they didn't tell you to feel that way. They gave you the information and they let you make your determination of how you feel about things, and I love that. Very, very, very cool. Robert De Niro is kind of a big part of this movie, supporting actor. He plays a talk show host that Arthur Fleck, who becomes the Joker, who this game show host he really admires, and being this guy who wants to be the stand-up comedian, and here is this larger-than-life persona on TV making people laugh. Arthur just kind of connected with him in his own mind, and it really creates some moments for this movie. Very, very cool. It's hard to talk about the rest of it without getting into spoilers, so I'll just kind of leave it at that for now. I know it's not a lot, but I will say that everybody in this movie did a fantastic job. Todd Phillips had a vision. He went with it. I haven't seen Taxi Driver or anything like that, King of Comedy, original King of Comedy, or whatever it was. And I guess people are saying there's a lot of similarities there. I can't say because I haven't seen them. Apparently, I should go check them out, though. So as far as this movie, though, I mean, it really does ride 90% on the performance of a man who is just an absolute genius in this performance. I mean, it was just so damn good. So, visually, it was very stunning. I like how they kind of created a tone with everything around them, too. It was kind of dark. It was kind of gritty. It felt claustrophobic in a lot of ways. And that was very cool. That was one thing that I loved about them. I actually watched something afterwards where Todd Phillips was talking about how he intentionally added buildings in where there weren't any because he wanted the scenes to feel like they were claustrophobic in a way. And it was really smart. It really, really was. So, I mean, just everything about this movie set a tone. And that tone just kept building and just becoming more and more uneasy. And it really does make you feel uneasy. And that's one thing about this movie, man. Like I said, it's not a comic book movie the way we think of them. It is a comic book movie. It is a movie about the Joker. But it truly is a character study. It really is this one person and his descent. And it's dark. It really is dark. It's got some moments in there that honestly made me uncomfortable. But so good. So good, dude. I literally can't get over the way Joaquin just, small things he does with his face in certain moments. He's not saying a word. It's just contort. And another thing is the way he like contorts his body because he dropped a lot of weight for this. It just makes it so uncomfortable. But I mean, really captivating at the same time. Honestly, I enjoyed the movie immensely for as dark as it was. It really was a damn good movie. So, if I have to grade this, of course I grade out of 10, and this is as close to a 10 out of 10 as I think I'm ever going to get. I mean, like I said, I can't say anything about it using too much material from one place or another because I haven't seen those movies that they're referring to. So I can only go by what I've seen on screen, and what I've seen on screen was amazing. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. A 9.5 out of 10. No. I hate because I usually don't give 10 out of 10s, but it really is. I think it's a 10. I think it's just an absolute. I don't think they could have done a better job with what they did, introducing a Joker origin story. I really don't think they could have done anything better. Every moment of this movie was captivating or disconcerting in a way. Like it always made you feel something, and you could feel the progression of what was happening. So, very cool, man. Very, very cool. I absolutely loved it. Thought it was amazing, obviously. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I know opinions are going to vary. I felt very strongly about it. And I'm not basing this off like Joker or my love for DC. I'm not basing it off of comic book movies or that I'm a DC guy, which I am. I am basing it solely off of the direction and the performance from Joaquin. That's it. Those are the only two factors for this, and it was amazing. Just an incredible job. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. I am going to come back with a spoiler review where I really want to talk about some of the major events in this movie and how I think they affect like everybody so strongly. So come back for that. Like I said, hit the like button, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this. My name is Kevin Jackowitz, Kaged Nation.